What's up, everybody? Bring the possible. We got March Madness going on, fellas. My bracket's busted, so I don't even really want to talk about it anymore. But final stretch of the NBA season here too. MVP race.
Deserve.
Got probably about 8 to 10 games left for each team. So we are in crunch time. Got to be in your best form at this point. And James Harden usually chokes when it comes playoff time. So before it got to that point, we had to make sure we could bring Jerm back in while his boy's still doing well. Jerm, how we feeling?
Shit, I'm feeling great, bro. Like he dealing with he dealing with his little Achilles tightness right now, but soreness. I'm gonna say Achilles soreness. Embiid the one that got the calf tightness, but like I say, bro, as long as we healthy, man. But as far as him, Harden specifically, shit, he doing everything I thought he was gonna do, bro. Like coming into the season, I told boys like, around this time last year, I was hearing everything. He washed, he need to retire, he need to hang it up, he crashed. I'm like, okay, cool. So some people on this podcast say the same thing, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
For sure.
I said, as long as he get healthy in the offseason, get in the gym.
My man James Harden had a 2-year-long hamstring injury.
It'd be like, hey, he never really.
Sometimes those things can linger. So
he's never dealt with. I tell any outside of maybe LeBron, as far as the most durable superstars in the league, James Harden is definitely up there. He's never dealt with an injury, so he was out of shape too. On top of that, like I said,
strip clubs, bro.
Yeah, he was out of shape for sure. So, but I just knew come off season, summertime, he had a whole summer with Embiid and them. Get yourself right, bro. I knew he was gonna do it, and like I said, he been hooping this year, leading league in assists. He ain't got to drop 30 a game, which I feel like he still can give you 30 on any given night, honestly. But
or 5.
He's shooting a career high from 40. He's shooting a career high from 3. Pretty, like I said, the assist been there. It's good though. So I just need him to get healthy for the playoff run. I'm good.
All right, let's bring up a topic here that involves the best player on the 76ers. MVP race has been heating up. I think it looked like for a while that Jokic was going to coast to his 3rd straight. But Embiid has continued. Well, the first thing with Embiid, he's continued to play. Hasn't missed very many games. He's putting up huge numbers. Meanwhile, out in Denver, they're starting to struggle a little bit, and Jokic has put up some less impressive numbers. Still getting some triple doubles, but they'd be 16 points, 10 and 10. Which again, fine, great game, but that's gonna hurt when Embiid's out there dropping 35 with 5 blocks and 10 rebounds. So I want to know. Last time we talked about this, I think the 3 of us were all on board of Jokic was gonna get it at that point. I want to know if you guys think since then, has your opinion changed with how those guys have kind of gone different ways? But before y'all bore us with your answers, Jerm, what you think? MVP race here.
I don't think I watched our last podcast as far as the MVP talks. So I don't know what was said, but like I say, it's to me personally, Tatum kind of was up there in the beginning of the season, but most of the season has really been a 2-man race between Jokic and Embiid. Jokic had it, but I feel like Embiid is only thing offensively. Only thing Jokic does better to me is pass. He's a great passer. I feel like their scoring is about the same. They both can score on many different levels. I don't know free throw percentage. I don't know where Jokic is. I know Embiid's 85.
I think Embiid's a little better than him free throw percentage wise.
Yeah, they both rebound, but it's just the main difference as far as what I've been seeing and hearing these past week or so. It's the defensive side of the ball. Jokic really don't impact. And I feel like as a big, you should impact the defensive side of the ball even just a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Jokic get picked on a lot defensively. I'm not saying Embiid is defensive player of the year, but Embiid people know like Embiid do play defense and he impacts the offensive side just as much as Jokic, and then defensive side is like it's not even close. But the criteria for MVP changes every year. Like really, goalpost, the goalpost really gets pushed back every year. It's something different. So ever since Harden won his, I don't give a fuck about MVP no more. Like if he got his one, I don't care because I feel like he should have more. Hell, I feel like Kobe should have had more than one MVP. You know, it's
LeBron,
so
damn sure more.
yeah, like bro,
Yep.
like it's one year is about the best player on the best team, and next year is about okay, well, we got this player, he doing something historic, so we're gonna give it to him, even though his numbers, his team is not winning as much as the other. Is well, I mean, not no hate, but that's how Westbrook won his. If Westbrook would have came up a rebound or assist short of a triple double, he would have won MVP that year. That's literally how he got it. So it just depends. But right now, yeah, it's I think it's in B's to lose unless he like miss some games type shit or just have a bad stretch just to end the season. But if he keep playing like he playing, and like I said, as long as he don't miss no games, I think he gonna get it though.
Joe?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's Embiid's now, especially the last 10 games. The 76ers are 9-1. The Nuggets are 5-5. I mean, these games really matter. The All-Star break is over. We're getting closer and closer to the playoffs. These games matter when it comes to the seeding. And you see the 76ers continue to climb. They're getting closer and closer. If they continue to get up there, they get that 2 seed or that 1 seed, and the Grizzlies are able to catch up to the Nuggets, then I think it's a rabbits for sure, Joel Embiid's. But I gotta see him continue to play. Like you said, if he misses 3-4 games, I think that's gonna take him out of it. I don't think he can miss that many games if he really wants to get this MVP because it's that close of a race. But he took the lead right now because the last 10 games he's been better. But I will say, I think that take on Jokic being a bad defender maybe a couple years ago, but I think he got a little bit better playing defense. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's better than Joel Embiid. I'm not gonna say he's a big time stopper on the defensive end, but he gets some tip passes. He gets some stuff like that. He not bad defensively. He more like a team defender, but like a one-on-one situation. Yeah, there's times where he gonna get cooked, but I think now I definitely think he's been working on his defense. So I will give him a little respect on that. But right now, it's Joel Embiid's MVP.
Devion?
Nah, I still give it to Jokic. I do. Like you can't take away from Embiid. He has been killing, but at the same time, like yeah, Jokic is 5-5. He's still the 1 seed. He's still doing, a bad game of triple double, 16, 10, and 10 is still a fucking triple double. Ain't like it's an easy thing to get. Just show you how high how high up there he has to be every night for him to do it. Embiid's been defensively, Embiid's always been better. He's always gonna be better. It's not even gonna be close. So I'm not gonna ever do it with that. But if Jokic he's gotten it by a hair, and it's just because he's just been consistent throughout. I'm not one of those people like after the All-Star break, you have a good run, you get it throughout the whole time he's been doing good. But if Embiid gets to number 2 or number 1, Jokic cooked. Because he just, like for real, you just went and beat either Boston or Milwaukee, and they the front runners, and they didn't have this great
They only
run.
a game back.
You hear me?
Yeah.
They gone.
2.5 back.
And they go attribute it to Embiid playing games. He not missing games. And when he do play games, he dominating them. So at that point, I think Embiid, if he gets to if he gets to the 2nd seed, I'll give it to him. I'll give him that. I think it's that close. He get him to the 2nd seed. He gonna have obviously a better record. And it's a lot tighter in, 1 through 3 in the East right now than in the West. So I give him that. He got it by a hair, but we'll see in about 5 more games. So we'll see the standings change. See how I go.
Yeah, to me, this one really depends on what's your threshold for how many games somebody has to play, right? Because
he changed that too. That's supposed to be in the new CBA or something.
Right? Yeah, they're gonna literally define it. So, and I think that'll be good.
Wow.
So, the one thing,
70
because
72.
the one person I'm not quite understanding why is not in the conversation. Like, why is Giannis not in the conversation?
He is.
He got the best record in the. I mean, not really. like people will say, "Oh, the 3 in the race," but then they only talk about Jokic and Embiid. So it's like, okay, sure,
Yeah.
you're giving lip service to Giannis, but he's got the best record in the NBA. They're the first seed in the East,
and he's dominating.
They hadn't been in first all year, specifically when he was injured for a little bit. Since he came back, he's who's taken them to first. Like, to me, I think he's got a good case.
Dominating.
He's only played 57 games, so if he plays the rest of their games, he'll finish at like
That's what it is.
65-ish.
That's not.
Probably
Is
what it
like, is that enough? Like, that's over
Nope.
75% of the games. Like,
But 65 out of what, 82
65
games?
out of 82.
65 out of 82.
That ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? With
That
injuries.
ain't-
Nah, bro.
That's
You
close-
need
that's
at
close to
least
80%.
MVP though.
You
For
need at
MVP,
least
that's a lot of
70.
games to me.
Damn,
I mean,
how
but
many
like,
you gotta
if you
play?
say that,
72,
like,
75?
do we
You
know
what I'm
that?
saying?
Do we know that
Hey,
Embiid's
for
gonna
real.
get to 70? Like, I mean, he
I
missed
feel
games.
like it got to be up there. That's not a lot.
How many
Embiid's
games
only
has
played
Embiid
2 more
played?
games than Giannis.
That's
Embiid's
what
only
I'm
played 2
saying.
more games than Giannis.
He
He's
ain't
at 59
played.
versus 57.
Damn.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like
Damn.
Giannis has a good case for it. I
Damn.
think I would lean Embiid right now. I think Jokic has just fallen off a little bit too much for me lately. I know he's still getting some triple doubles, but
How many
something
games
just
has he
seems
missed?
I can't look past like how the Nuggets are struggling, and like, yeah, they're in first place in the West. They're, I think, a half game worse record wise than the 76ers. So like, I'm not like, that doesn't do a ton for me.
Yeah,
So
Which is
fair.
crazy.
they're just
That's
in a
crazy.
dog shit conference. Like the West is just
Yeah.
terrible this year. So in my opinion, they should have more wins because they've got more games against a bad conference. So to me, I'm a lean Embiid right now. I think it's definitely still up for debate as the season goes on, but like I've not written off Giannis yet. I think Giannis averaging over 30 points a game on the best team in the NBA. Like, if we're gonna go with that type of narrative, like
That's all about the narrative.
Jerm has pointed out, Harden is back to being kind of Harden. So
Yeah,
that's
thank
a
God.
better teammate than anyone that Giannis has, but he's higher, and so there's arguments to be made there. But I want to stay on the Nuggets struggling. Another team that's been struggling, the Boston Celtics. Both teams are only 5-5 in their last 10, and I think the more like the 5-5 record's not like overly concerning, but I think if you've watched them play, they don't look that good. Like they look like they're a struggling team with 10 or less games left in the season. So
it's the Celtics' fault.
I think
It's
I
the
think the
Celtics'
Celtics,
fault.
they don't look the same defensively. I think they defense fell off not dramatically, but I know Robert Williams. I think he hurt again, ain't he?
just came back.
So
just came back.
I just came back, but he was hurt. But that's why I think they fell off defensively a little bit. But I mean, they still top. I think they the only team.
Whoa! How the hell could they fall off defensively with Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart on the team? No fucking way.
Hey, look,
No way.
It's gonna be a new decent player of the year, and look like he gonna be in Memphis. But like I mean,
another bad decision.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think
this is one Bama to get it every year. Boy,
no, I don't think Bam deserves. I don't think Bam deserves it this year. Bam
Who should get it this year? Who you think should get it then?
I mean, shit.
I mean, personally, I'm a pretty big fan of Evan Mobley defensively. I think he does a lot of the same things that I've liked with Bam in the past. He's not going to get it. No, he won't get it. But who I think should get it, I would probably lean Mobley. But anyway, Jerm, back to what you were saying. Are you worried? Don't start me, Joe. Nuggets, Celtics. Are you worried about either one of them come playoff time? And I mean worried for their sake, not in relation to your Sixers.
Right. Because Celtics. I think playoff, and unless the Celtics run up against us or Milwaukee, I think they'll. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be easy peasy. If the Celtics somehow end up seeing the Cavs in the second round, I think that'll be a good series. I will pick the Celtics to win it, but I think playoff time, unless they run up against us or the Milwaukee Bucks, I think they'll be fine. As for the Nuggets, they good, but boy, I was just telling somebody else. I said if they lose in the first round, bro, and I can honestly see that if they depending on because the way the West is looking, we don't know who's gonna be 7 or 8. So
we lost star power at 7 and 8, most likely.
Yes,
you can get the Lakers, you can get the Clippers, you can get Golden State. if any of them teams see the Nuggets in the first round, that could possibly be an upset. So, and with them being struggling right now, like I said, Jokic should be the best player on the floor. Even though I understand, like if they would see like the Lakers, I get it. Like LeBron is still LeBron. Don't get me wrong, but Father Time. So I would say in a series like that, Jokic should be dominating that series. Even though AD do play defense, but Jokic should be dominating that series. If they see Golden State in the first round, Jokic should be killing Draymond and them. If they see the Clippers, you know what I'm saying? So if you got Jokic on your team, he is what I say he is, and I think they got enough help. You know what I'm saying? Murray's healthy. They should win, but I would if I had to pick between Celtics or Nuggets, yeah, I'll be more worried about the Nuggets than the Celtics as far as playoff wise.
Joe?
Yeah, I agree with that. The Nuggets in the playoff series, I mean, yeah, okay, Jokic, you can get 40, 50 points, but you're not getting a triple-double. You ain't getting 10 assists. I don't trust those road guys to make it happen. I don't trust you to get 50 and Jamal Murray to get 50. So that's the only way you're going to beat me in a 7-game series. So I'm worried about them in the playoffs. But the Celtics, I'm worried about them too. They're not going to the championship. It's a wrap. And it's their own fault. It's 100% their own fault. Kevin Durant, they brought that noise came out that they was interested in getting Kevin Durant and they was going to trade Jaylen Brown. And now what you see Jaylen Brown doing? He talking about half the fans is racist. He talking about do they really even
he's not lying.
Me? He's not lying, but now he vocal on it now. He vocal like now he really don't like the place. Now he thinking, do they even want me here? And their season was going so well when everybody had defined roles and they knew who was 1 and who was 2, and they was gelling and grooving. And now, ever since that word of KD, we gonna trade for KD came out. I know I get it, but it's KD. But Jaylen Brown think KD. I mean, we got a thing going here. We made it to the finals last year. Why we need KD? So I think that's gonna hurt them the most going down the rest of the season.
It's hard to argue with that. Devion?
Yeah, facts. It kind of is, but Denver more so than the Nuggets because Denver, yeah, depending on who they have to play for the AC, could be ugly for them. Zion, if Zion
come back,
they AC,
who guarding
Lakers
him?
and LeBron, AD playing with a purpose. Dallas could beat them. Timberwolves going to run and beat them. But you're not.
Timberwolves aren't beating shit.
I'm just saying. Well, they not gonna beat them, but the Dallas Mavericks definitely can beat them. So that's not gonna go in there. You gonna think for sure Dallas.
I don't know about that one either. I don't know about that one.
I do. I do. I don't think you gonna have that much. Like who on Denver besides Jokic gonna give you that much faith? Because Murray could get hurt like he always do. He inconsistent in the playoff. He don't do much. Kyrie don't usually get hurt.
You're talking about all these other part-time players. Kyrie is Mr. Part-time himself.
Yeah, so I mean,
he show up in the playoffs.
Not in the playoffs. The playoffs he show up. If I'm gonna take who I'm gonna take in the playoffs, I'm gonna take Kyrie of all of them. When it comes to like his performance is better than all of them.
Luka beat
how about 3 through 8?
I'm just saying. I take him and Luka. Him and Luka is enough to beat that team. It's not like we playing. It's not like they playing a different team. It is.
Oh no, bro.
What they gonna beat them? They'll have to go 6-7 games with the Mavs, and the Mavs can beat them.
Cause we seen Murray turn up in the play. What was that year with Murray and what's the
name?
Bubble?
Yeah, bro.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, that was 30.
What has he done after that?
Hey, Devion, I'll tell you this much: it's much more recent than Kyrie doing anything in the playoffs. Way more recent.
Hey, so they both ain't did nothing. So I'm gonna take my chance.
They're about 7 years for Kyrie.
So what's your point? They both didn't. I take my chance on Kyrie.
Kyrie's Kyrie. He's gonna do his like. You expect him to show up in clutch moments. Like no one.
And I don't think Luka's gonna be. But I don't think Luka's gonna be bogus in the playoffs either. I think
he never bogus in the playoffs.
You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna really perform.
Oh no, Luka's gonna be fantastic
until the fourth quarter. Yeah, exactly. Until the fourth quarter.
That's cool. I'll take Kyrie.
But that's why they got Kyrie.
Yeah, I'll take
Kyrie. Is one of the best.
Yeah, but that implies that Luka will allow Kyrie to then.
He has. Look at the.
He has.
Because they played each other in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Kyrie's taking way more shots.
They have been way more shots, and they've still been terrible.
Because they trying to figure. You trying to figure that out. That's a
in
big
20-something
component to
games.
your game.
Yeah, I know.
And guess
it's a
what?
fact.
And the same person who doing that is who? The Denver Nuggets too. They struggling too, and the Mavs still can beat everybody. They got a bunch of people in the play-in that you got injuries you dealing with and a whole bunch of other things. So I'm just saying that's up for grabs.
They catch fire, yeah. But
At the end of the day, in my opinion, the Nuggets could get upset by one of these teams in the AC.
Agree.
And it's not, like I said, the only people I feel are going to be sold on them for sure, getting out that first round are Denver Nuggets fans or Jokic fans. Because if the Lakers, LeBron come back and AD playing and we keep playing like this, a lot of people put their money on the Lakers versus them. And they don't care about how we've been playing the whole year.
You got AD and LeBron. If they help,
yeah, come on. And they playing with purpose though. It's like Jokic and they struggling right now. We can capitalize on this. Come on now. So they might have something.
You turn this into a Lakers thing.
That's what I said. They got.
I know you're not talking Mr. Miami Heat.
Yeah,
he over here
tripping.
Ain't nobody has about the Lakers.
At least what I'm saying is relevant towards the Lakers.
At least we're talking about the West.
Yeah. But what is it, Boston? I don't know. I'm still cool with Boston. I know that Jaylen Brown stuff like that, but I ain't too worried about it. We gonna see that they could be a major thing because, like you said, Joe, you kind of got me thinking about that. That might low key be a big factor. So
chemistry.
Because if it affects their chemistry, they done for. But I ain't seen enough to where like 5-5 in the last 10. That's cool. We didn't seen the Celtics do shit like this before and get it together. So you know what I'm saying? So
all right. So I'm worried about both teams, just to be clear.
No one cares.
All right, Joe. Stay over there. I'm worried about both teams. I think the Nuggets I'm less worried about because the West sucks. Like at the end of the day, talking about all these things, they could do this. That's all those teams have been all year, what they could be. But at the end of the day, they're all 500 below 500 teams. So I think the Celtics I'm more worried about because they got way too many other people that could potentially be a problem for them in the East right away. Like if the Celtics fall to 3 or 4, like if you all of a sudden have again, Knicks are gonna nick, but like the Knicks have been playing well this second half.
No faith.
Cavs, like if they ended up seeing one of those two in the first round, like they could be a first round exit. To me, that's way more realistic than the Nuggets playing one of these teams that have not been able to figure their shit out all year. Then all of a sudden they're going to figure it out in the playoffs in the first round. Like the Cavs have had their shit together all year long. Like to me, like that's why I would be more concerned with the Celtics just based on who they would have to play being in the tougher conference. So that's
hell no.
That's the only reason why I think they're like you never want to be playing poorly as you head to the playoffs. But I think the Nuggets being a 1 seed have more room to play with than the Celtics. But got some injury news. Slash non-injury news. But Ja Morant and Kat are both back. Jerm? Big news? No news.
Turn your mic off and turn it back on.
It's on some wild stuff.
That's what it is. It's just doing that.
Oh.
All right, try again there, Jeremy. Oh man.
Macho, man.
That boy put the auto tune on.
All right, we will get Jeremy. I'll ask Joe the question first. Big news,
work back.
No news with Ja Morant
Man,
and Kat.
did you feel foolish when you put Ja Morant and Kat name on the same line?
I sure did.
Yeah, because
I didn't want to make this two separate things.
Who cares that Cat's back for real? But the fact that Ja is back crazy to me though. The fact Ja back is wild. Yeah, you good. You sound good now.
I bet. Cool. All
Yeah.
right.
No, but the fact that Job back is wild to me, bro. Like, how you go to a facility down in Florida and you only gone for a couple days? Like, what's going on here for real?
I
Like,
think
that
the
was so
playoffs.
quick. That shit
I
was
think the
so
playoffs
quick.
got a lot to do with that, bro. If it was,
Hell
if this
yeah.
shit,
If
if
it
this
was
shit
in
was
the
early in the season, I think he would have been gone for like at least
20
a month.
games.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, he would
He
have
would
cooked.
Yep, for sure. But it's
But
too close to the playoffs. I agree.
yeah, so that I think honestly that's what that had a lot to do with it. But Ja, like he wasn't hurt or nothing, so he came back. He balling, so cool. He gonna pick up where he left off. I'm expecting it. But Cat been out for what? Damn near the whole season.
About 3 months.
Yeah, he only played like 20 games.
Yeah, Cat had.
Sound
I ain't
like
gonna
that.
lie, I still don't really believe in Minnesota. Never did. But if Cat would have been there the whole season, if Cat would have been there the whole season with,
it would have been a little nice.
I ain't saying they would have made the playoffs guaranteed, but I think I would want to see him and Gobert see how that would have worked. I don't think it would have worked personally, but
I would have
would've
loved
been-
to watch that disaster. I would have been very entertained.
Somebody would
watching
have
that
been
fail.
fighting.
Yeah,
Fake
I would have.
Yeah,
Fake fighting.
Yeah, little patty cake.
But Ed done for the season, ain't he?
I don't know that that's for sure. I don't think he's for sure done for the season.
They been playing. They been playing,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, they're playing.
Yeah, they been playing.
Okay. Oh yeah, they number 7 right now.
No, they gonna drop down.
Yeah, they gonna drop. What are they?
They gonna
The
drop
8
down.
seed?
They 7 right now.
Oh, they 7. Yeah, they
It's 7.
Well,
They
I think
like one
like
game.
8, 9, and 10 are
one
all
game ahead.
tied, and then
Yep.
I think they're like a half game ahead of them.
Game.
Yeah.
Half game.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
And they a game behind.
We gonna end up
game
being
behind the Warriors.
Joe, I just want you to officially go on
Yeah.
record here. No news, big news for either one of these guys.
News for Ja. Who gives a fuck about Cat? I'm just saying. He's not that dude. Yeah, he's just it's Cat. COVID over, so I don't feel bad for him no more. I'm gonna keep it real.
We more worried about Ant than anybody.
Yeah, exactly. They need to get rid of Rudy. That's what they need to do. I don't know what they was
They
thinking.
should have never brought his dumb
They
ass
gotta
in. but-
try
They
to
should have
find a
got
way
rid
to
of
flip
Cat.
that.
That's what they should have got rid of. I would
One,
have
they gotta get rid of one. Yeah, because they could probably get more
would.
pieces now. Yeah, they gotta
They
get
should get rid of both of them.
Real talk.
If you gonna get Rudy, get rid of Cat, bro, and get. You know what I'm saying?
I'll just let Rudy contract just run out at this point, just get all that money and just go try to go pick up some.
Bro,
free
didn't he
agents.
just like re-up?
Yeah, he got a lot of money.
That's
bro.
what I'm
That's a
saying.
big
You just
contract.
gotta wait till his contract runs
That's
out.
a big contract, dog.
Like his contract big as fuck. Like you can't do nothing. So
Devion, no news or news for either one of these.
Cat is hot Babbage. Nobody care about Cat. Like he's failed experiment. Everybody probably agree they should trade him, like we was talking about. Ja Morant is the one that you more worried about because I just wanted to see how he was gonna be. I didn't think it was gonna affect his game, but you never know how people are mentally and how much is really disturbing them. So I'm cool. As long as Ja come back and he explosive, give him a couple games now. He'll be the person that I'm worried about the most because if he's not doing nothing, now that is a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Now if they gotta play who they play,
hey, Tyus Jones filled in really well.
Pretty good, yeah, man. It looked good.
Yeah, I get that, but in the playoffs,
no, yeah,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
need like somebody. You need like a guy.
You need a dog
and they don't
down
have
there.
a
You know what I'm
guy
saying?
without Ja.
But it's good for the future because now you got guys that can at least hold on.
Yeah, had the experience.
You know what I'm saying? We knew that would happen, but nah, I ain't really worried too much about so Cat's no news, Ja's all the news. As long as Ja's in there, I don't even want to talk about Cat.
By the way, Rudy Gobert, 5 years, $205 million.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you gotta let it run out.
$41 million till 2025.
Yeah. You gotta let it run out. Who's gonna take that?
You only got 2 more years.
Nobody taking it. The Knicks.
They already got Mitchell Robinson.
They ain't that dumb. All right, they ain't that dumb. Come on now.
They got Mitchell Robinson who does the same shit, just on a better contract.
Can they buy? They might have
on
to
a appropriate contract. So yeah, I'm gonna agree with you guys. No news on Cat, but if he's a big enough name where I would have felt a little disrespectful I didn't include him. Ja Morant, that's big news. Glad that he's back. And yeah, I think Memphis could be a problem in the West. That could be a problem in the West.
Jared Jackson.
I want them to play I want them to see Dallas or Golden State in the first round, bro.
Ooh, I want them to see Golden State in the first round.
That'd be great.
If they see Golden State first round, oh my god, I
R.I.P.
want them to see Dallas or they were first round, but yeah.
They send Dallas home in
Yes.
about 5.
Oh shit, if Luke and Kyrie there, shit. I
Send
don't
them home
know.
about 5.
I
That's
don't know.
disrespectful.
Maybe
That's
Mid-
honestly-
You say Memphis and Dallas. Dallas losing at 5.
I don't know about that one.
bye.
They might lose. I don't think it'd be a 5 though.
I got somebody who'll take you on that bet.
Maybe 6.
Marco would shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, we know Marco would.
All right, let's talk about your weak ass Lakers. LeBron says he is trying to play before the end of the regular season, get a little bit of a tune-up before the playoffs. Big deal or not a big deal? I'll let the resident LeBron fan go. Joe,
Oh,
How big a deal
Nah.
is this?
One
Nah,
to
I ain't
10.
no LeBron fan.
It's
I was a
not
Lakers
that big.
fan.
It's not that big. I'm a Lakers fan too.
Yeah.
It just having LeBron is that.
Nah, you're a LeBron fan.
Whatever. If it started with L, it makes sense. Anyway, I'll take LeBron. LeBron coming back before the season is a big deal. I can't believe I'm finna say this because it's kind of stupid. Because they got to figure out how
They're
they
on
can
brand.
make. Yeah, a little bit. They got to figure out how they got to make. They got to make Austin Reeves still be productive when LeBron is on the team.
Wow.
Like for real. Like that's gonna be the surprise piece for real. Like
That ain't really stupid.
No, Reeves been.
That's not
Reeves
really
is
it's not.
stupid at
Reeves
all.
has
That's
been balling.
great
Like
point.
so, you need LeBron back because you can't just put LeBron in the playoffs and then Austin Reeves in the playoffs for the first time because LeBron just gonna change everything.
That's a great
Everything
point.
gonna change in the playoffs. So they need to start to get in that groove with LeBron before the playoffs start. So these guys know what it's like. Cause that playing game gonna be important. Cause I don't know if they're gonna be able to make it up there.
Yeah, I don't want him to play that Duncan Robinson treatment. That's what we getting. I don't want to get that.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Talk bad about my Lakers, bitch.
Jerm,
Yeah, we're good though.
scale of 1 to 10. Big. What kind of deal is this? 1 to 10.
7.
7.
Great number.
11. Cause I mean, it's LeBron. He been in the league long enough, so I feel like if he do come back when playoffs start, it's LeBron. I think he'll be ready, but it wouldn't hurt for him to get a game or two in his legs before he come back. So I mean, at least like they said, at least get some type of rotation on how they want to do.
Mhm.
If lineups going to shrink, you know what I'm saying? Or because Lakers are pretty. They're not deep, but they got their roster better than what it was. So
They're
it's
pretty
like.
deep now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
but
are.
like,
it's better than what it was. Sure.
Like all them ain't gonna get no significant minutes. So
No.
you know,
Hell no. Better not.
rotation got to get tightened up. I feel like even in the play-in game, if they happen to be in the play-in, shit, that game gonna be like it's a playoff game. So that game gonna be rotation gonna be tight in that game because it's loser going home. So it's I put about a 7 though. Only because it's LeBron. I feel like he really don't need that shit. He know to keep his body in good shape. So
Yeah. Devion?
It's about a 7 to me, because in my opinion, it's important before LeBron. Like LeBron should really get about. I would ideally love for him to get about 5 games, but realistically, that might not happen. So
you look at that maybe 2.
yeah,
3,
2 games
hopefully.
maybe. If he
Three
can
at the max.
push for a third, I'd be cool with that. Like 3 20-minute games, I'd be all right with that. Even if you did some shit like that, because how we are playing right now is what all Lakers fans been wishing we'd play the whole year, and then now you just want to see how, like what Joe said, how LeBron coming back.
No, exactly. How LeBron's going to fit with Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant, bro.
Nah,
You know?
I'm saying about like all the other players who have been doing well throughout this stretch.
That's what everybody else talking
If they
about.
go actually, you know what I'm saying, keep it, or if they go let it bother their mental, it's like, all right, the big dog back. Let me go back to going back to getting 3 points a game, and that's not what we need. So I just want to see if they go actually, like, if they figured it out, like mentally. So I just want to see a couple games with that before, and if we can hold off on that, I ain't gonna say we a championship contender, but we might, you know what I'm saying, we might get
Shit. Well, the way the West
we're-
looks, y'all can fucking run through that thing. I mean, like, I was
Yeah,
talking
for
to you
real.
earlier, but like, I mean, the West is fucking
The
dog
West
shit.
is
Like
up
the
now.
Lakers could,
Sad how
if
close
you got
it
that many
is.
good players, if you got LeBron and AD,
Yeah,
shit,
I'm just
That's
saying
why.
role
if
players
Reeves
make
just
shots. I mean, you can go as far as you want in that fucking weak ass.
you know what I'm saying, Reeves has a good
Yeah.
series against a Nuggets, we good. You know what I'm saying, and then the momentum keep going. The West is like I'm not sold on nobody beating nobody in the West. The only team I'm really sold on is the Suns because I just can't put it in my
KD.
mind for them not to go far. You know what I'm saying? They gotta at least prove me wrong, but that's a big difference because now I can talk some shit again because we decent for at least a couple games.
Yes,
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
sir.
go LeBron returning before the play-in or playoffs. I'm gonna go 10 level of importance. Like I think it needs to be. I think he needs a minimum of 3 games. I think minimum 3 games. Get him a game at about 20 minutes, then up to maybe 25, then try and get him to 30 before going into the playoffs because you don't want to. A guy that's been doing. I mean, he's been dealing with that fucking foot all year, all
Yeah.
fucking year.
yeah,
You don't want to go from nothing
That's true.
to 40 minutes. When needed. Like that's. It seems like it's some type of stress reaction. So like that just seems like it'd be screaming for it to get re-aggravated and re-hurt. So
Don't do that.
I think 10 out of 10 level of importance that he plays at least 3 games before the playoffs kick off. But let's talk about those Suns that Devion wanted to bring up. KD says I don't know if KD said it, but they are targeting a Wednesday return for KD. So that would give him about 7 games, I believe, before the playoffs started for the Suns. What do we think about this? Is this big news? I mean, KD's only played 3 games for the Suns.
Hmm.
He's only played 3 games. So I guess my bigger question is, and Jerm, you can start. How confident are you? And I want 1 through 10. How confident are you in the Suns?
Healthy Suns.
come
With
on,
the way the West looking for sure. If they healthy, it's about an 8. I'm gonna give them an 8.
Okay.
come on, man. Say what's really on your mind, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna give them an 8 for real because number 1 is fucking KD. Number 2, but health, of course. Thing about them though, the reason I say an 8 and not, I could have really said a 7, but the reason I say 8 because KD, but at the same time, the only reason it's not really a 9 or a 10 is because not really 8 as much, but Paul, Booker, and KD are injury prone. If any one of them 3 go down, they over with. I don't care if Chris Paul go down, that's your distributor, that's your floor general. He ain't scoring as much, but we know he can give you some buckets, whatever. He gonna get everybody in the right spot, including Aiden, KD, everybody. Booker go down, that's a 3-level score that's down.
I think if you have Booker
I
and
don't think it matters.
especially KD, I think Chris
You
Paul
straight.
actually becomes less important because I think
I don't think
Yeah.
Cameron Payne's going to offense though.
I think
Cameron
Chris
Payne
Paul.
really.
Look, it's not that hard to run an offense with fucking Kevin Durant. You just say,
Yeah, swing.
He
He
can't
open.
take every shot though.
I'll bail you out. Like
Booker.
it ain't that
He can
hard.
bail you out.
here, like
He-
you got to run some sets, get them in positions where that's just where Monty Williams is a good coach. Like Monty Williams can help get them in good positions. I think what Chris Paul meant to them pre KD was he was their best clutch time scorer. As weird as that can sound, because we don't think of Chris Paul as a scorer, but in clutch time minutes like that, he really shined there.
Mid-range killer.
Now that you have KD, I don't feel like that's as important. Like obviously you want all 3, but I think KD makes Chris Paul a little less important to where like if he were to go down with his, usually ill-timed injury for Chris Paul, like I think that they could maybe survive. Joe, what do you think?
My confidence is at a 9. I don't care how many games KD play. He's the one player in the NBA. You can take him on any team and he fits in the offense instantly because he can score on any level. You can't guard him. He can shoot over everybody. And he just knows how to play basketball. It don't matter what system you put him in, he's going to thrive. So I'm not really worried about how many games KD plays before the playoffs start. But I am worried about the injuries. And, I mean, that's why I got him at a 9. They would be at a 10, but you got to take into account injuries over I mean, it's going to happen. it's gonna happen in Game 6. They up 10, and they gonna have to go to a Game 7 without Chris Paul or without
Bro,
somebody. It's
Chris
gonna happen.
Paul,
It's
bro,
gonna
Chris
happen.
Paul always
Somebody
get
gonna pull a
hurt. If you
hamstring.
need him, bro.
Something gonna happen. So
Chris
I
Paul.
am
Y'all
good.
missing a big reason why he always getting hurt because he
'Cause he
got to
gotta
be
do
a
too
number
much.
2 option.
He don't have to
he
do
got
that
to be
no more.
like
You
number
right.
1 and number 2 option. He ain't got to do that no more.
But he is old. He getting old, man. He
You know what I'm
40,
saying? He
bro.
can take the foot off the pedal now, bro. He ain't got to go
All
out
right,
there and
Devion,
score
what's your
50,
confidence level then?
10. Like, for real, like
That's fair. though.
we've
My
seen
man just was
KD.
talking about how the Lakers could go make it through the
Right.
West, and now he's
I
gonna say
said
10.
the Lakers can, but I'm just being realistic. I've always said since they've been doing, I've been consistent with the Suns. I think they're gonna win it all. I keep saying that. I believe that they gonna win it all because we've seen Booker and KD play well together. Cool. Chris Paul, all right, we'll bet on him getting hurt.
Don't matter.
Okay. All right, so he gets hurt.
They
I
played
get somebody who
3
can score
games.
30 and 10. All right, cool. I'm
We've
taking
seen them play well together. They played 3 fucking games.
It don't. That's all you need to see. And look at the West. You don't need much to see for them to make it out. At this point, you just trying to play okay basketball, figure out your kinks, like real shit. Before the playoffs come. You need to really just put your foot in the next, get them out early, and then focus on who you playing in the championship. I'm just being real because
That's real.
these motherfuckers ain't really doing. I'm saying this as a Lakers fan. I'm hoping people mess up, and then we go capitalize on it. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I can really see that. But
That's
the
real.
Suns, you just put KD on that squad. Come
What you
on, bro.
supposed to
It's just
do?
like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you got a walk-in. Oh, he can score 80. Oh, he can score 80. Oh, he can score 0 points and have 50 assists off that 80. You don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a walk in the park right now. They literally like 5th seed and they are at 500 or a little bit below 500. Like, and you throw KD
I just want
in
to let
there,
you know right now, the Suns would be in the play-in game in the East right now. I just want to let you know that's what their record is.
and that's why I'm saying. So why be afraid of that? And
Crazy.
you in the West, you know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that, bro. I'm over here like,
it's just
All
been
right, so I
Devin
guess
Booker most of
I
the
mean
season.
y'all have a lot more confidence than I do. I didn't think I'd
West
go
side-
exactly
trash,
like this.
bro.
I got confidence level of a 4.
I just gonna say 4. I'm just gonna say 4.
He gonna say something. He just don't got no faith in the whole West, and it makes sense. Will, I got
bro,
you.
like they're just look.
Trash.
You can see 3 games and then know that they're definitely going to the finals. I need a little more than 3 games to be able to say that this team is for sure going to be something because they traded away all of their good role players, and I don't care. Like, look at all of the the big threes or whatever, like super teams that have come together, right? The Warriors, the Celtics, the Heat, the I feel like I'm forgetting a very obvious one. But like
Boston.
Bucks, like. All of them have good role players. All of them have good role players to go with their 3 stars.
West got a big one.
Who-
to have.
Did he have
got-
3 stars?
Boy, when they had LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
LeBron,
I'm
Wade,
tripping.
yeah,
I get that
he's talking
part.
about now. No.
I thought he was talking about right now. I'm sorry.
No.
Ah!
My
That
fault.
boy's smoking dust.
I'm
He's talking about now.
No.
My fault.
I'm talking about teams that have like won championships. Like
I was watching
always
basketball.
had
Yeah.
role players. Like like they always have the fucking the Shane Battiers, the PJ Tuckers, the all
Bro,
those
they
guys.
rolled
Mario
to
Chalmers.
they rolled
I
to
did,
stardom was way
Chalmers on the
harder
shit list
than
right now,
this.
Joe. But
Mine
But it
too,
doesn't matter.
that
At
boy
some
is
point, they're
crazy.
gonna play a team in the West that is playing well. If you get to the Eastern Conference Finals, whoever they meet there, they played well for 2 series too, right? So like all those other teams have a more built out roster. I'm not saying the Suns won't be fantastic next year. Like I'm not saying there's any flaw with their big 3, but they had to gut the team to get the big 3. So
They got a big 4, don't they? That's what I was saying.
Well, who can they play in the playoffs that you would be worried about? If based on how based on the siege right now, who would they really be? And you can mix and match the play, and I'll give you that. Who are you really gonna be worried about if I'm the Suns? Like I'm being real.
Okay, I will define worried about where I feel like I would be at less than 70% confidence that they would win. All right, is that fair?
That's
even
fair.
though I
I
might
agree with that.
think
That's
they
fair.
might win, I would be I'm thinking about it. So
Yeah, that's fair.
that would be Nuggets, Grizzlies, Kings, Clippers. You're fucking weak. Well, no, not the Mavs. They beat the Mavs.
Yeah, they beat the
Lake-
Mavs.
Lakers, Warriors.
The Clippers
Um,
without Paul George?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Is he coming back? Is he coming back?
Yeah,
for
but
the
one, he's
playoffs?
not. I don't think he's done for the year for sure.
Yeah,
At least,
we're gonna see.
He's done for the regular season.
Uh,
But I don't know if he's done for the playoffs.
but so like that's probably 5
The
or 6 teams right
Kings?
there.
That
Yeah.
would
The
be
Kings
interesting.
not beating
Kings-
them, bro. They're
No.
not. They'll give
They
them
never
some
been
tough
there.
series. They'll give
They've
them a
never
tough
been
series,
there.
but they're
I
not going to
did
beat
say-
So
them.
you're giving a lot of credit to one playoff run to the Suns. All right, like, they had one
did
little run.
say-
KD, Chris Paul.
I said coming into the not coming to the season, but lately as the Kings have been surging, I got them winning the playoff series. I
Bro,
don't
the
know
Kings
against
are
who.
legitimately good. They got the.
They
have
are
the-
good. They're not
They
winning
have
the
the
playoff
player.
series.
They have
winning the
so
playoff
far in
series.
the regular season.
They're not
They
winning
got.
the playoff
They've got the player with the most clutch time points.
Ain't nobody
So
trying to
talk
hear about
about when
Darren
shit
Fox.
gets
Tell
tight.
you,
and
bro.
Like
Sabonis,
They got-
bro.
Aaron
Don't
Fox
they
has
got
been
like the
making clutch
best-
shots his whole career.
He
Don't
has
they got
been.
like the best?
They
He
play
has been.
the Warriors first round. First round. That's who they play.
They
Right now.
losing to the Warriors.
Yes. Who do you got winning that? I'm
Right
not,
now, the
because I
Warriors
can
suck in a
see the
row.
Kings. Like real talk, the Kings are one of them real explosive teams.
All right, I
And
want you to
De'Aaron
hold that. I
Fox-
want you to hold that, Devion. That actually goes into our first buy or
That's-
sell.
Ooh, he gonna be. That
Buy
boy
or sell, the
special.
Warriors are a legit threat in the West. So, Jerm, I don't know if you've been on when we've done a buy or sell. So basically, what I'm asking you to do is buy that statement or sell that statement. So that is a statement. Warriors are a legit threat in the West. If you don't think so, you're selling it. If you do think so, buy it. That's how we're gonna rock with it. With that being said, you get to go first.
I gotta go sell only because number one, they horrible on the road.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And from the looks of it, they're not gonna have home court advantage, which in the past playoff runs, they haven't. You know what I'm saying? They home court has been one of the best home courts in basketball. But I gotta say sell because of that, and this Warrior team just ain't the same, bro. Like they just not the same. I don't care who they play. Like they might get out the first round. I give them that, but I ain't sold. They ain't sold this year, but it's the West. So I mean, if they was to somehow get to the fucking finals again, I would not be surprised. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I wouldn't be surprised
All right.
because they got
So,
the most.
It sounds like you're only like kind of selling it. Like it sounds like you're still.
I'm selling it
contemplating
for sure.
buying.
I'm
Selling
definitely
it for
selling it. Like they can't win on the road, bro. Like they can't
No,
win on
they
the
can't
road,
win
and
on
they're
the
not
road
the
at
same team
all.
they been. So
Oh,
I mean, just
Damn
to be
bro.
clear, all they'd have to do is go 1 for 3 on the road, or 1 out of 4 on the road. That's
That's
25% win percentage. That's about what they're doing in the regular season right now. They went 3-0 at home. That's all I'm saying. But Joe, what you got? Are you buying or
Yep,
selling?
I'm buying it. I don't care how they look in the regular season. Golden State is proving to me that they can turn that switch on when the playoffs come around. I'm buying it 100%. If Jordan Poole can be any sort of decent in the playoffs, I'm buying.
I need to put like a permanent ban on this show that we are not allowed to just talk about Jordan Poole. I am so tired of hearing any type
I
of
feel you on
positive
that.
anything reaped on some fucking Jordan Poole.
Come on,
I'm
man.
so
I know
tired
he's
of
so
him.
inconsistent, but then he'll have a stretch of games. You'll be like, dog, why can't you play like this every time? Like that's what they paid you the money for. But I mean, I guess that's what happened when you get knocked the fuck out on the first day of practice. So he still got some cobwebs. He still got to shake his head out. That definitely has had an effect on their season.
So
For sure.
CTE.
But I trust the Golden State. When playoff time come, they just a different animal. Steph gonna be there. The way Clay been playing, if Clay can keep it up in the playoffs, bro, come on, they a threat.
Can we? I'll save it for later. I'm just gonna add another topic to our thing here because there's something I want to talk about with some fucking Clay. But Devion, what you got?
First, Jeremy, you should have brought that away record and all that stuff like Embiid's like record, like winning and loss and stuff like that. You got a pretty good away record that'll help you later on. That's about the only thing that you can really say about the, you know what I'm saying, about the Warriors, but I'm still buying it because you gotta think about they are playing terrible, but you gotta think about what if you get stuck with playing the Warriors for a possible 6-7 games? Do you think you gotta bet on them sucking, or you been that much better than them every game, and they get to study you and they do this? You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of experience, and these ain't like little rookies where we can know exactly who gonna show up and who not.
Yeah.
and you can't stop who gonna show up.
That's true.
So-
I think
You know what the hardest part
I
of this
think
buy
it's-
or sell is?
Yeah.
The hardest part is Andrew Wiggins going to play.
Oh
He's dealing with
man,
all
so
of
we
the
ain't even got
personal shit.
Yeah,
Like,
we
we're
ain't
not going to talk about that because I feel like that's
rumors.
I feel like that's
and
so
shit.
wild what's being brought up.
But
But yeah,
Hey,
like,
man, shit
that's-
happened in
that's
Indy and with the Pacers though. I'm just
yeah.
with Roy Hibbert and them.
that's the biggest thing
Things happen.
with their whole like, if they have Wiggins, I'm buying.
Come on, you hear me?
I'm buying.
Facts. I'll give you that. Yes,
So it's I don't
no
know.
Wiggins. I'm selling because they don't have enough.
that's fair.
That's fair. That
Wiggins is
fair.
key. Wiggins is a key.
I'll give you that.
Yes, because he
Wiggins
showed up
was
in the
crucial to
playoffs
their run
year.
last year.
Yes, sir.
And like I was
Yeah,
just
that's
saying
key.
about when we were talking about the Suns, if they don't have Wiggins, they don't got much in the role player department.
Facts.
Like it's a lot of stuff. Because look, Clay's had some good games recently, but Clay's been
ain't
real
nobody
iffy
scared
this
of the
year.
Warriors. I feel like ain't nobody scared of the Warriors no more.
So,
man.
They not. That's what makes it to where they can go 7 games with these people. If they were
Exactly.
scared, they
Okay,
might
that's what I
get
want to talk
scared.
about, Joe. I want to talk about exactly what you were just fucking
You know what I'm
doing.
saying?
They played the Grizzlies. We've talked ad nauseum about the stupid shit with the fucking Grizzlies and their fake tough guy, fake villain thing.
Yeah, facts.
You're good, Joe. You're good on our end. But they're whooping the Warriors, and then Clay's sitting there on the bench going 2, 3, 4. Like, I don't know. To me, mad corny.
Not in the
Mad
regular
corny.
season. That's corny in the playoffs. It's the regular season.
Look,
There's so
look,
many
but
damn games. That's
Come
not
on, bro. You
corny.
gotta
He was talking shit,
give
bro.
him
He
some
didn't even
type of
say
credit.
nothing.
Bro, now you're getting your ass whooped by like 20.
That's
I'm
fair.
sorry.
I feel you on
sorry.
that, but look,
It'd be
talking-
different if it
if
was.
you're
It'd
talking
be
shit
different if it was
in
the
your
playoffs.
head,
bro.
that piss you off.
And then you hit him with the like, okay,
Come
like,
on.
but don't wait till you're getting your ass whooped and you're pouting on the fucking bench because if the game's so out of reach that they're not playing their starters anymore. Save that shit for some other time.
When somebody in your ear and you don't like,
You gotta
this
remind
dude, and
them.
the only thing you got over them, it's like, all right, y'all
But
still
it's
ain't won,
like-
but I did it 4 times. It is corny, but that's how a bro got. You know what I'm saying? That's
It's
how
corny.
he is.
That's all he had that night.
Somebody
'Cause
else said that. It was like, bro,
Get
why
up,
do people
bro.
do that when y'all get y'all ass whooped? All of a sudden, it's all. I mean, we do it all. I ain't gonna say we, but like just common people, like fans, we do it all the time. Like motherfuckers talk shit. If your team ain't been shit, but we won. Cowboy
That's all
fans
he
do
got.
it.
Hey,
we
bro,
won. We got
we ain't gotta talk about the
How they won
Cowboys.
shit in 20, 30 something years. Bro. That shit is irrelevant. Like, that shit corny to me.
It is corny.
Even if I was a fan of somebody who do have multiple championships and they wasn't on shit, like I be, you know what, we ain't no shit. Like we got chips, but we ain't no shit. But like Lakers
I'll
fans
even
do
put
it all
it
the
like
time.
this.
They just won though. It's not like they won 5.
If he would have
10
done
years
it in
ago.
November, if you would have done it in November, cool. Not with like 12 games left, and
Damn,
you look like
that's
some
kinda- you
hot
got a
shit
point.
on the
You
road.
kinda got a point on
No,
that one. You
he's
kinda got a
telling
point on
you
that one.
he got 4
Don't
rings
don't
and
you
he going
forget
for
it.
his 5th. He ain't counting himself out. Y'all counting him out. They still think they gonna win another ring. That's what
I mean,
I'm
of
I
saying.
know. We just went through a fucking segment where
So-
3 of the 4 was bought them as contenders. I'm just
You
saying,
get what I'm saying?
it's corny when you
It's
wait till
corny,
you're
though.
losing.
It's corny though. Yeah, you're
Like,
right.
It's
I don't
not
know.
like Clay comes out every single
I don't
fucking
know,
game
man.
going 1, 2,
Whatever.
3, 4. We got 4 rings.
You
that's
could be
real.
beat,
I
you
talk
could be
shit
beating my
throughout.
ass.
I'ma
I'm still
talk
talk
shit
shit though.
when I'm
I'm gonna
winning
talk
and
shit
when I'm
no
losing.
matter what. Yeah, I'm talking shit no matter what, bro.
For sure. Talk shit.
You could knock me out.
Talk
I'ma
shit
wake
about
up
what
and
you're
talk
gonna do
shit.
this year.
Wow.
If he would have gone to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then would have gone to 5, like they're about to win 5 this year, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
But you
got
just talking about
that
old
for
shit
sure.
now.
No, but
He's
then
got
if
that
they would have
for
got
sure.
it, I would have came back on them.
I would have did that. I would be like this. I've been talking crazy though. I've been faux.
Like, I'll give you a perfect. Remember last year in the playoffs when, or might not have been the playoffs, but the regular season, whatever.
Damn.
They were talking mad shit,
I
and
know what you
Draymond,
gonna say.
and they were talking shit to Draymond, and Draymond just said, "Okay." Draymond was just sitting there nodding. He was just eating it all up. He said, "Okay," because Draymond had that real confidence that they were about to go do it again. I feel like Clay's trying to like hype himself up. I feel like because Clay ain't really been the same since he came back from all those injuries.
Clay been
Yeah,
balling.
my mama.
a little bit, bro.
Jerry,
Don't do
hey,
Clay
this
like
is-
that, dog.
Hey, he light skinned. That's what light skinned niggas do,
Nah,
man.
we ain't doing that, bro. We not finna do my people like that, dog. Nah, fuck
We gonna
that.
talk about me like
He's light skinned. That's what light skinned niggas do, bro. And then I can see if Draymond or Curry did it.
Oh,
Like
hell
Clay,
no.
like Clay been playing better as of late, but overall Clay ain't been on shit lately neither. So why you like? I
He
don't
let
know.
hurt. That's funny though.
Hey, bro, I
That
feel
shit
you though.
funny.
It's corny
All right,
for sure.
all right,
It
all right.
is
We got
corny.
we
Real
got to
talk.
do one more buy or sell. We got to do this one. This one is for Jeremy here. Buy or sell. The 76ers will make the Eastern Conference Finals.
Let him go last. Let him go last.
You want to
Yeah,
go
let
first?
him go
Well,
last.
I'll leave it up
I'm
to
gonna
him.
go last. I'm gonna go
You wanna
last.
go
Because I
last?
know
All right,
I want to
all
hear.
right.
He got a good. I want to
All
hear.
right,
He gonna
the
talk
second
his
to last.
shit.
It'll be so we can
Yeah.
lead in
I
perfectly.
got a
All
little
right,
talking
Joe,
shit.
you can go. You can go first.
I'm selling it because I don't trust James Harden in the playoffs, and Joel Embiid gonna get hurt. I don't trust his endurance either in the playoffs. That's a wrap. They can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They gonna get to Game 7 and they gonna flame out. I just don't have faith in their endurance. Point blank period. Because they are the third. They may be the third. Man, shit. Yeah, they're the third best team in the East. Maybe the second. Maybe the second. I'm gonna put Bucks at 1. So,
Yep.
like, they legit. They contenders. But I just don't. Man, my confidence level.
Come on now.
Woo,
You know how the story goes.
6. I
That
give him
boy
a
said,
6.
"Woo."
A 6. I give him a 6.
I ain't
Out of
gonna say
10.
that. I'm waiting my turn. I'm waiting till I go. Go ahead.
That's why I tell you to go last.
Devion,
I'm a bomb actually. I'm shocked because I just Embiid, bro.
He been balling.
I don't know. No, I don't know for real. Cause I like for real. I want to buy them because like real shit. Cause MB, bro, when
They
MB play
good.
like this, bro, you can't do nothing about it. And James Harden actually playing like how we wish him to play. Hey, bro, I gotta see it in the playoffs though. I just gotta see it throughout the whole playoffs. And I give you granted, y'all get beat by some crazy shots sometimes. I give y'all that. I give y'all some of those. So if y'all don't get beat by no crazy wild shots and Embiid and all them playing like this, y'all dangerous. Like, yeah, this I've been talking shit about y'all all year to see this. I ain't gonna lie, just to see Embiid and all them play like this. So they legit dangerous. They can make it. You know, so I can buy that. You know what I'm saying? But Embiid get hurt or he in
I,
the
don't care.
fluke.
I heard you could buy it. I need to know, are you buying
Yeah, y'all gotta make me. Cause I'm gonna have
Hey,
to.
say what you want. Say what you mean, bro. Shit.
I buy it. I buy it because I just don't see Embiid slowing down. I think he got a point to prove because like he proved to motherfuckers like me with Jokic. Like I think Jokic slightly better right now. So I think hopefully that bring the dog out of him. So I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I'm with you, Jerm. I'm with you. They gonna get on us, but I'll be with you.
You don't even believe that. That's soft ass.
Nah, I believe
buy.
Joel
That's
Embiid,
soft
man.
ass buy.
Joel Embiid, bro.
You gonna be
I'm
selling them
believing.
stocks
He
quick as
Joe,
fuck,
when
bro.
I was texting our group chat earlier, that I knew you at least had a little dog in you, bro. I knew Devion. He don't got it.
He's
He got
scared,
Jeremy.
bro.
He sees Jeremy right there.
He's scared. Yeah.
He's scared.
Yeah, come on, bro.
He's
We've been
scared.
talking shit about them the whole year about how
Yeah,
we want them to
and
play,
you turn
and
it
they playing the way
the
we want them to
quickness.
play. Come on, bro. Let's be real. They playing the way we want them to play.
They kind of
It's just I'm not sold on.
So you're not so you selling
Harden in the playoffs, but Embiid playing so crazy. It's just like, hey, shit, he'll pick up anybody's slack at this point.
Embiid's making you buy it. Okay, I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm buying into Embiid, bro.
But he's not the MVP.
Nah,
right.
Not yet.
Right.
Not yet.
Right.
Nope. Not yet. Embiid, Jokic's been doing it all year. He been doing it all year. That's his only. Right. That's only.
You just said Jokic could lose in the first round.
Right. What's going on?
He can. Because the West,
I don't believe in the West. I expect from Joe, Devion.
No, it's not. I don't. It's not
the
because
dots are not all
I
connected.
don't believe in the West. So the West is the only team I believe in the West, and I keep saying that it's the Suns. Everybody else is up for grabs. You got good players. They play shitty at the worst times.
Mm-hmm.
The only team I believe in is the Suns. And if KD get hurt, I don't believe in nobody. I'm just trying to be as fair as possible. The East is a different ball game.
It is.
It's just
all right.
I'm just giving Embiid. I'm just like I said, Embiid. If he been doing this the whole season, you can't. I have to give him MVP. He ain't been doing it the whole season. That's the only thing I'm saying. So he got to get number 2 seed.
I mean, that's fine. You can talk about all
That's all
that
I'm saying, bro.
shit all you want to. I'm selling the fuck out of this.
I know you are. You a
Not
hater.
a fucking
Right.
prayer that this weak ass team makes it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Weak
If-
ass team. Damn.
If they got lucky enough to beat the Heat in the first round, which who are they currently matched up with, they're damn sure getting bounced by Boston. Like damn sure getting bounced by Boston. So like I think the 76ers honestly their best matchup of the better teams in the East is probably the Bucks. I feel like the Bucks are their best matchup. I feel like they
can
have
beat
a lot of
size.
players that can kind of funnel Giannis down to Embiid, and then Embiid can be, annoying for Giannis. I don't think they match up with these teams that are kind of smaller and quicker and will be quicker to trap an Embiid. Because the one thing that I've noticed about Philly, I don't think either Joel Embiid, and again, it's not all the time, but I don't think consistently enough Embiid and Harden deal with double teams very well. They do beat them. Some I'm not gonna say like, double teams just completely fucked them up. Like, I'm not gonna say that. But too many times Embiid gets doubled in like the high post, and then he just sits there, and it takes too long. So where then the other players can get to their spots, so they get turnovers to create turnovers. And when you get to the playoffs and the game slows down, that shit will fuck them up in the half court. So cute little regular season, fantastic. I think Embiid right now leading MVP, but when it comes playoff time and teams really get to focus in on Embiid and Harden, hey, Harden better be ready to be dropping 30 plus in some series or in some at least in like 3-4 games in a series to give y'all some life, because I think if he just plays this purely like facilitator role, ain't gonna happen.
Nah, he got to be like a flashes of Houston Harden,
20
like
and
for
10.
real, like
No,
for real.
Don't bring that.
Yeah.
Not that
bring
selfish
that
play.
I'm not talking about
over
you.
here.
Get what I'm saying? I'm talking about he
I
just
know
got to have
what
that
you're
type
saying,
of dog in him.
You know how the
what
white
I'm
man
saying?
like
and
to
work it
twist
and shit.
history all the time.
Yeah, I ain't gonna look. We'll go and start losing his mind. You talk about certain teams and Harden, so I ain't even gonna take him there, bro. I ain't got no smoke today.
Fuck around and black out.
Yeah, I know he will. You
He said
got
he
it,
gonna
bro.
black out.
I don't got no problem.
Jerm, tell me why you're buying this bullshit.
Man. Okay.
He ain't
Well,
buying
I got all the money on the books on this one, but shit. To Joe's point, I mean, what did you say? You don't trust? Okay, so you said you don't trust Embiid and Hart. Honestly, Embiid's mainly his problem in the playoffs for his career mostly has been he at some point, obviously he always get hurt. Okay, cool. As long as he stay healthy, I think he's fine. Like same thing for Harden. Like they stay healthy, they fine. On top of that, they the two main driving forces. Like they driving the boat, train, whatever, bus, whatever. So that's cool. But shit, you got passengers in Maxey, and you got passengers in Tobias, because Tobias been having a solid ass season too. And Tobias actually played good, very good. He definitely played very good in the playoffs last year. Maxey back in the starting role. He didn't got his groove back. Like I'm saying, come off the bench was. I'm glad Doc fixed that shit, because I'm like, yeah, that wasn't it. But
Doc the weak link.
To that point, yeah, man, to
Bro,
Devion's point, like, I get why Devion buying it, because like the way we playing, like, and it's regular season, you know what I'm saying? But the way we playing, like, yeah, I ain't gonna say everybody. I think the moves we made in the offseason coming into the season, I think some people expected us to play this well, and some people didn't. So it's like 50-50. The ones that didn't, it's like they don't really got much to say right now, because it's like, of course, it's regular season. So I guess they waiting on the playoffs for us to falter. Like everybody, like, oh yeah, y'all doing good now, but playoffs, you know what's up. Okay, cool. All right, that's how y'all feel. That's how y'all feel. And then to Will's point, I think Milwaukee does match up with us better, but I'm more worried about Boston. But with Boston being smaller, like I keep saying, if Embiid, the last time he played Boston, but they beat us 3 times this year. It ain't, I mean, all most of the games, all 3 of those games, I think were close. But last time we played Boston, I strictly remember like Embiid was doing what the fuck I wanted him to finally do as far as playing like a big. He was killing Horford. He was killing. Oh yeah, Robert Williams did play. He was
He
killing
was
Horford.
fucking.
He was killing Horford. Robert Williams wasn't even guarding him for real. So
Rob Wood wasn't guarding him at all. Nope.
I'm just like, if in the playoff
That's
series,
funny,
like,
man.
and like you said, I agree with your thing about the double teams. That's what be getting me. Like I pointed that out on the last podcast, or maybe when I seen you when you came to visit. I was telling you like in the playoffs. I know last year when y'all was doubling him, he wasn't seeing it, reading it, and it was taking him too long. Like they not gonna double Harden. Harden, you're getting double team unless he just scorching. I don't think he's gonna see double teams like that for real. And B, the only one's gonna see a double. Only team I see that's not gonna double Embiid is Milwaukee because they have the size. They don't really have to double Embiid. Everybody else, East, West, they have to double him, especially Boston. They have to double him. If y'all gonna put Horford on him the whole game, hey, boy, what?
Barbecue
bro.
chicken, boy.
Here you go, bro. Get the block. Here you go, bro. Face up. Because he's going to kill Horford. And then if it ain't Horford, it's Grant Williams. Once again, Grant Williams like another. He played like that PJ Tucker role for them kind of. He don't play the five, but he do sometimes guard bigs. I've seen them put Grant Williams on bigs, including Embiid. But if they play like they supposed to play, I'm not worried. Maxey had a good playoff run last year. You know what I'm saying, for his short career, he showed up in the playoffs. Maxey gonna be there. We got shooters. I think we are leading the league and as a team from 3-point.
I mean, y'all told me last year that didn't matter.
Well, I did.
I did. But to that point though, Will, that was one of the reasons. That was another one reason y'all beat us last year. Like y'all shooters were like y'all couldn't fucking miss. Like y'all shooters weren't missing. So if we carry it over to the playoffs. Like and defensively, we top 10. Offensively, we top 5.
The only reason y'all didn't get swept last year is because our 3-pointers decided to shoot like 20%.
Only reason y'all beat us, in my personal opinion, only reason y'all beat us because Embiid had a broke face and a thumb that was halfway whatever. Had Embiid, even with Harden not playing his best last year, I still think we would have beat y'all off the strength of y'all got the same problem Boston got. Y'all too fucking small. Y'all are too fucking like. Bam is cool. Bam play defense, but if that's y'all best bet to guard Embiid, bro, it's all
Bam,
Embiid.
Bam locks that shit up every single time. Don't even try that shit. Don't even try and go that way.
And it go back to what Devion was saying, like the way Embiid been playing, like and he mainly buying because Embiid, like if Embiid play like like I seen glimpses of it, not enough. I might even see a couple game streaks where I'm like, okay, cool. But then it'd be that one game where he want to play like KD and shit. Like, bro, fuck that. If you then we got the best pick and roll in the game, it's not even fucking close. Like, if you can just put niggas in pick and roll and let Joel, if we play through Joel, I think we'll be fine. Like, I'm only worried about the Bucks or Boston. Like, I think we could beat either one of them, honestly, healthy. But Bucks can match up with us better than Boston, but I'm more worried about Boston because as far as perimeter wise, like they got 2 dudes on the perimeter that can give you 30 plus each night. You know what I'm saying? Tatum and Brown gonna be a problem, even though I feel like we can hold them in check, but they're gonna be the biggest problem.
All right, well, Boston, I guess Jimmy's gonna have to give you a lesson again on why you don't disrespect playoff Jimmy.
Jimmy can drop 30. Jimmy can average 30 in the series against us, and y'all still lose, bro.
Yeah, bro, they got y'all number right now.
They definitely got y'all number.
Evidence.
Miami got y'all number right now.
You have no evidence that is true.
Bro, y'all, matter of fact, didn't we just do a back-to-back against y'all like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah,
y'all beat us. Y'all beat us the first game barely, which we played awful. We should have beat y'all. In the second game we played y'all, we dog walked y'all. And B or Harden didn't play.
Bro, that's what won y'all the game. Once y'all sat your stars, the Heat don't play. We're like 0-7 when teams don't play their fucking best player. Fucking retarded ass team this year. Like, I'm not big on the Heat. The Heat aren't winning shit this year. Beat y'all, but they're not gonna win shit this year.
I'm Put your money up. I'm only worried about Boston. I'm really only worried about Boston. I'm not saying Milwaukee can't beat us, but I just
worried about Giannis.
I'm just Giannis got 3 fucking moves in his arsenal.
and
they all
can't
work.
be stopped.
And they
And
all
averages
work.
31
Actually,
on
it can. It really can. Like,
Who?
put it like this. I'm
And he been
gonna
hitting
say
jump shots this year. So when they've been
that's
doing that,
cool.
he been
But if that,
extended out and been making jump shots,
I
and then
will
now they bring
live.
it back and he
I'm
dogging them in the
living.
post again.
I'm
We're at
living.
an hour 10. It's
Yeah,
time to
we
choose
gotta-
love or
Yeah.
choose violence. It's that time,
Yep.
fellas.
Bang bang.
Joe, where you going?
Man, you know what?
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm throwing all kind of hate at Mario Chalmers. What is in the world is wrong with this man? This man had LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, all on the court, and he thought he was the best player on the court. And then this fool gonna go on a podcast and say, "I was wide open on that shot. I'm so mad they passed it to Ray Allen because I was wide open and I know I was gonna make that shot." You could play that scenario 1,000 times over. Ain't nobody passing Mario Chalmers the damn ball in the game like that to win or go home. Are you out your damn mind? And then
You
you
said they
had the
didn't sue him
nerve.
though.
Ain't nobody looking for him.
Put like this though. If Mario Chalmers would have been in that corner instead of Ray Allen, you think they still would have passed Chalmers the ball in that corner?
No, they throwing it to Ray Allen. That's my point.
you gotta see how
Mario Chalmers. You're Mario Chalmers. Ain't nobody even trying to look for you in that
Mario Chalmers.
And then you got the
I don't
nerve
know.
to say, don't nobody fear LeBron. Nobody who went against LeBron didn't ever fear LeBron. Come on, bro.
I seen Mike Miller win the finals for their ass single-handedly. So
With a bad back. With a bad back.
So Mike Miller would have been in that corner. Shit.
He would have anybody
passed
but
him.
Mario Chalmers. Shane Battier could have been in that corner.
Joe,
Yeah,
Joe's,
maybe.
Joe's looking like from back in the day.
Come on, bro.
Devion,
But
what
yeah,
you choosing, bro?
I choose violence.
man.
I'm gonna do something strange, but I don't really care. But
For a little bit
I'll
of
go choose violence on the Knicks again because I just don't like to see the organization succeed at all.
They're playing well.
And they lost like they last 3 games, so I'm happy about it. But I just hate seeing them win because I just hate seeing shitty organizations just get lucky and then think they gonna be something, and then when and fuck these players' careers up. So I hope Julius Randle, I hope he keeps balling out and they trade his ass because his career gonna be a bunch of highlights.
No.
So
It's gonna be great when Donovan Mitchell is in the playoffs.
Brunson is gonna be the greatest Nick. Look, he gonna be the greatest Nick ever behind Patrick Ewing because he gonna be the only person gonna stay.
All right.
So
all right. First of all,
I just don't
Willis
like
Reed.
What
Willis
about Willis
Reed,
Reed,
like
bro?
R.I.P.
Bill
like,
Bradley.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, bro.
I know Will, but I'm just trying to dog him right now.
My
I
God,
know they got
the guy
some
was just in
dogs.
the fuck like Jesus, Devion.
I know,
What an
but I don't
asshole.
want to get
What a piece of
like
shit.
he's great, but I'm talking about how bad them was. Let's focus
What
on
a
the
piece of
bad
shit.
things.
I
Will.
mean, Willis
We're not
Reed
focusing
really
on
only
nothing
had
good.
one moment.
They
that
suck.
made him
They suck.
famous.
And
Hey,
free Julius
Joe,
Randle. I'm
Joe,
on story.
the Knicks only have like 1 or 2 moments.
That's what
all
I'm saying.
right?
Well, if you look at Willis
And
Reed's
they're
stats,
associated
not
with
that
Willis
great,
Reed.
bro. And he's not that great. He really wasn't that great.
Look,
He's just because he came out
to
there hurt.
To
and put up
Devion's
some
point,
points.
it's a dog shit organization. He's the only
Yeah.
person that could elevate them to championship.
real.
That
was it.
That's worth like 30 points a game.
No,
Yeah.
he's the great.
That's
I'm
it.
just fucking around. He's the greatest nigga ever because he did something nobody else will ever be able to do
True.
again. So he's got that, and that's what I'm trying to prove here that these
Never
boys
again.
trash. They ain't never go. They not gonna sniff a ring, bro. I give it my son 1.5. I give it my son probably be about 15 years old until they sniff another ring. I give him 13 and a half years before they even come close to it, bro. And I'd be shocked if they did it in 15 years. I'll be real, they trash. So, hate on y'all. I love that y'all doing terrible, but I hate y'all as an organization. Y'all just ass. Free Julius Randle, Brunson. Hey, you'll see it in a year. He gonna see it in a year. So, just being real, bro.
Jerm, you got any love or violence you need to let out on your heart, bro?
I got big violence today because
That's what we like to
yeah,
hear.
I got violence with a lot of shit. I'm just stick with shit. We in basketball season. I got big violence. Hey, fuck everybody in the East. Hey, it's us. What y'all talking about? Like Everybody said like,
Yeah.
like even listening to y'all talk, I'm like, everybody got their own opinions. I'm saying as rightfully so, but when them tables turn, whoo,
So I like to hear.
I'm gonna come back on this motherfucker. You talking about we were bad, well, especially we see y'all in the first round. Oh, come on, bro. So I'm choosing violence. Fuck everybody. And baseball season is coming up. Fuck the Cubs. So
yes, sir. That's easy. Yeah, that's easy. First of all, we don't even need to speak on the Cubs because they're so irrelevant.
They really are.
Waste of
You know what? You just maybe do a complete 180 when I was going to do, but I'm going to choose violence. And I'm going to choose violence on the Ricketts family. Sell the fucking Cubs, please. Like if you want to be fucking serious about spending some money when you're in one of the biggest markets in fucking baseball, and you want to sit here and be a middle of the road fucking St. Louis ass Cardinal ass payroll ass team, like what the fuck are we doing here? Dansby Swanson, that's our we got great move, like good move.
I can't do what we do, bro. Everybody can't have a farm system, bro.
We got a farm. I'm just saying, like, there's no reason to solely rely on that when you're in the market of Chicago. Like
shit. So you
go get the big players. Go get.
But Chicago has no excuse on no sports.
Yeah,
no
Chicago.
level,
You're trying to make this into something that it's not. Like that's not a Cardinals hating thing. Like the Cardinals,
right now,
the Cardinals have to do. I'm saying the Cubs don't have to do that. The Cubs can be the fucking Yankees and the Dodgers.
Absolutely.
Like, but they choose not to because
if the Padres
Ricketts
can do it, the Cubs can do it.
Yes, because Ricketts is a fucking cheap piece of shit. You let Chris Bryant, Javi Baez, Anthony Rizzo, Kyle Schwarber all walk.
Y'all let all them walk. Y'all let all them walk. I was like, y'all let all them.
And Wilson Contreras.
But it's so crazy because
top 100 player.
Yeah, top 100 player.
Wow, we pissed Jerm off so much he had to leave.
Yeah, I looked at it today. MLB had him as 94 ranked player.
Yeah, I mean Contreras is cool. I think
that's a little Cardinal.
Another one that like again don't know why they let him walk, and like they're doing this thing where like we gave them better offers than the ones they ended up getting. Okay, fantastic guys. We won one World Series in 108 years. Maybe the guys that got it, you give them a little bit of appreciation and give them a few extra bucks because you can afford it. There's not a fucking salary cap, so it don't fucking matter. Like you're not hurting your team. So yeah, fuck Tom Ricketts. Fuck Tim Ricketts as well. He's a piece of shit. Governor of Nebraska. Complete terrible person.
You hope they get Ricketts?
Joe.
That was really corny. I'm sorry. That was super corny.
Clay Thompson right here.
Oh my god. Yeah, fuck the Ricketts. Sell the Cubs.
Get that shit together. Come on.